Ta-da! We're live. Let me know if you guys can hear me. So good to see everybody. I know, Carly, it's crazy. I feel like we haven't all got together in forever. And I have to warn everybody, I'm having trouble with my throat. I thought it was the pollen, but it's raining, so it shouldn't be, but my throat is so scratchy. I'm hoping I'm not coming down with something. When I was talking to people in Discord, my throat is just, ah. I know. Did YouTube send it out for once, Bossy? Usually everybody says they never get notified when I go live, but I haven't hardly gone live lately, so life just takes away all my fun. Oh, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Gosh, it's looking like the whole gang's coming. I'm so excited. Irish. Why does your mind always go there? Why? Hey, AZTT. Let me put the link in case anybody wants to come up. Just saying. We need a K-Bat signal. I like that. I missed everybody. I've been working so much, you guys, you wouldn't even believe. I'm getting too old to work this many hours, I'm telling you. I'm ready to retire. Who wants to buy my business? Because I'm about done. There's the link if anybody wants to come up on the mic. Julie, tell your mom I said Happy Mother's Day. Yes, slow mode's on, just in case. Just in case. I don't know if we'll need it, but just in case. Because I'm not going to be caught doing that again, right? Y'all, that's how green I was back then. I didn't even know how to turn it on. This is what people forget. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just on YouTube Live. I didn't know about slow mode or nothing else. Oh, your Mother's Day is in March? That's so weird. Carly. Maybe somebody will take the link to apologize. Now, we all know I'm never going to get an apology. We all know that, right? It's never going to happen. Oh, just saying. She's ready to go. I have my pitcher of margaritas. I'm out on the deck. I'm ready to hurt feelings. Yeah, we're going to be eating good here too. Hubby's making steaks and corn and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm going to play a video in a minute. I was waiting to let some people come in before I play this clip. Hey, Gretchen, I'll give you the short version. Hang on. Why can't I get the right thing up? Can somebody give me the too long didn't read version? A couple days ago, Erin did yet another video using my infamous video. But this time, she explains that it has the live chat and explains that the reason I edited the live chat out was because there was really bad things in there. I have never, number one, seen it played with the live chat ever. Number two, I've never seen him admit that that was why I edited it. So, yeah, I was pretty shocked. I was like, what? What? Did I just hear that? I might rarely care. I've been thinking about it. It depends. I'm hoping to. It depends on my work schedule, but I'm sure hoping to. Yeah, we're going to talk about this stuff and then we're going to talk about Uni's Lettergate. He keeps saying nobody will play the video, why they do a reaction, that it doesn't count unless you play the video. So I'm going to try to play his video. We'll see if that makes a difference. I don't think it does, but you know, I got some strong feelings about Uni right now. Strong feeling. I got to get them out. I have got to get them off my chest. Who is suing Uni? JLR. JohnathanLeerichards. Did I say that right? Was that right? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Mention it all. The thing is, y'all know that they always acted like I edited the live stream to do something shady. That was always the implication, that I was doing something shady by editing the live stream. Let it out, okay, gotta let it out. Absolutely, Julie. They know this. We all know they know this. We all know. And I was so green back then. I didn't know how to put slow mode on. I didn't know that if you edited a video, the live chat would disappear. I had no clue. It's bothering me too, AZ. It's bothering me big time. The Uni stuff is really, from what I've seen, oh man, we got to talk about it because I got to get that off my chest. I got to talk about that. Should we go ahead and play the video? Carly, do you think there's enough here to go ahead and play it? Hey, Scarlett. The funny thing is, Steve and Aaron saying I did tonight's live to be relevant. Hello, she's the one playing a video from 2 years ago. I went and tried to count real quickly on her channel. I think she's shown that my live stream 12 or 13 times now. And I'm the one trying to be relevant. I got work too much. I can't hardly even be on YouTube like I want to. You may have to blow your cover. I don't know if the lawsuit will go that far. What do you guys think? You think it'll go all the way to court? I kind of don't think it will, but I could be wrong. I know, like mentioning them benefits me. Normally, I don't, because I don't like to give them the satisfaction or any attention. So you guys know, usually I just ignore it. But that just hit me so wrong hearing her say that. Everybody uses Steve for views. Not. Okay, let me put this video on here because it's so good.
Cheshire in here after I'm done with this to give me at least an idea where she may have gotten that from. And then two out of two, I did ask many times to clarify what she was saying. I felt like, no offense, Waxy, that Waxy was muddying the water a bit. I tried hard to be fair to everyone. I feel this is why people feel they can come on my stream. Okay, so the too long didn't read version, and I'm sure none of you are in that category where you don't know what's going on, but Kay had a conversation with Nat and Katie and a few other people, and there were gross allegations being levied, which of course I knew were false. Matter of fact, not only did I know that they're false, I actually have evidence that they're false. I have, not just, my personal opinion. I have objective, exculpatory evidence that what was going on was bullshit. Right? And by the way, I don't have to use that in court. Do I plan to? Yeah. But do I have to? No. If the onus is upon a person making these allegations, right? If not, it's the video portion of that hangout with the live chat. Yes, with the live chat, which no longer is there because it took away a lot of context. And I think that Kay used that to perform what's called historical revisionism.
Historical revision.
In their behavior and in their handling of these situations. K-Baxter stream. And the reason why I'm playing this one is because it has a live chat in it. Because after the stream, K-Baxter had edited part of the stream. And when you do that, you lose the live stream chat. And I wanted to say that the reasons why K-Baxter gave for editing the video, she was telling the truth. She did it to remove some really gross shit from it. And she's not at all like bullshit. She's absolutely
So what do you think? Oh my gosh. I know, it's so effed up that they sat on this all that time acting like I did something nefarious and was editing stuff out. Put it on widescreen. I thought I did. Wasn't it on widescreen? How do you put it on widescreen? You have to come up here and tell me, but yeah, they've had the original screen recording of that stream from day one. It's just crazy to me all this time. AZ, let me know what you're talking about and I'll try to do it. Could you guys not see it? Let me know. They ask for a chat they know you don't have because you can't get it because you edited the video. And then they say, well, you're hiding something because you won't produce the chat. Exactly. Exactly. See, and that's the thing. Carly and I told him forever, there was nothing in the live chat. There wasn't anything that exonerated him. There wasn't anything that made him look worse. There wasn't anything, which they know because they have it. If you weren't around for it, it probably doesn't seem as important to you because you weren't here to see him rake me over the coals for not having a live chat that they've had literally since the second I made that live. Yeah, for context, she just did this 2 days ago. If you guys want, we can play that too. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are confused about. I had to, sorry, I warned you guys. My throat is so messed up. I actually had to take it down 2 times. The first time I took it down to edit out what Katie said and some other stuff that was there. We were attacked by bots that were saying horrible things about kids. Horrible things, much worse than what Katie said. And then I put the live back up, and then somebody messaged me and said, "You missed one. There was one up on the screen. It was from the live chat, but it got put up in the screen." So I had taken it down again and edited that back out. And they kept accusing me of editing out important things and things that mattered. And I kept saying, no, I only edited out like 30 seconds of the video. That's just like, I mean, why is she constantly replaying this stream? It's so weird. And another thing to me is, why are people wanting to bring Natalie back? I don't get it. I don't get it. And that last screenshot on there from Steve was from last night, where he says again that there was like a nefarious reason why I edited the stream. So he's still saying it.
Oh, you meant camera. Sorry, Kay. No, it was just to come up for future reference. So, see when you share, obviously the tab when you're playing a video.
Okay.
You know, like usually on YouTube, you click the wee like button to go show full screen.
Yeah.
You just click that and it shows the full screen, so that
Yeah.
you don't have to see the channel and everything like that. That's what the chat was saying.
Do you click entire screen?
Yeah. Like, you just click it as if you'd watch it yourself. But it's still sharing. No, you don't share the entire screen. You share the tab, and then when the video is up, it's like you click that wee full screen button and it will show as full screen while you're sharing it, if that makes sense.
No.
Okay. Okay, so right, I'll show you. See that wee button? See the button at the very end next to the TV thing, like with what looks like a Wi-Fi router?
Oh, hang on. I had one up there. Sorry, guys.
This. So see next to the wee the very, the wee square at the end next to the wee this full screen thing at the end.
Irish is saying, click the fucking square.
Yeah, just click the square.
What square? This
It's
one?
it's next to the, you know how you get the CC, the settings, this other thing,
No.
this other square. Then you get the weird
This is
TV.
full screen right here, right?
No, if you click the very last square, you know the square that's got 4 wee light, it's like, you know, split into 4 wee parts, that's full screen.
I
At the
can't
very end.
understand, Julie.
See
Hey,
it
Z, get up here and tell me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm
Right.
sorry, Julie. But I'm
I'll
clicking
do it in my American accent, okay? Okay, so if you go to, you know, the square at the very end of the last line of that video?
I'm on the last square. Are you looking
Okay.
at it right now?
Yeah, click on the last square.
I click on it, it says cinema layout. Why do I hear a cat meowing?
That's my cat.
Oh!
Maybe I'll let
Oh.
AZ come up and explain it. I'm terrible. But basically, you click on the thing that's directly, you know, above the thanks. And it's
Above the thanks.
Yeah, you know how you see the likes on
See
the
the
video?
cog.
You see the share, the download, and then you see the thanks
I don't know
beside
what
the download.
the hell you guys are talking about.
It's because you're sharing the full screen, Kay. We can see all of that.
Hang on, let me. Here, I'll put it in here again. Y'all, I've had a rough week. Don't make fun of me. Listen, I'm working like 60 hours a week right now. Mother of God.
Can you understand me with the American accent?
Kinda, but I don't get what you guys are saying.
I am cracking up over here. Okay, I'm going to make this really simple. Do you see the black screen? It's just the black part, the YouTube part. In the bottom right of the black screen, there's like 4 corners of a box.
Okay.
Click that.
That?
I can't see them on my phone. It's the bottom right of the black box that the YouTube screen that Erin's on, right? The bottom right.
Yeah, but now I can't see anything.
Oh, no, you can. Don't touch anything, but go back to StreamYard, and the screen should be big.
Y'all.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh!
It doesn't
You got
matter.
it there. You nearly got it. Click it. Click it.
I'm going to start talking in Julie's accent. She can talk in mine. I didn't even see it change on the screen.
Click it,
Hold on.
I need a coffee.
I didn't even see it change on the screen, but you said you did? Because I know what happens. It makes your screen big. I know what you mean. But
I seen a mouse.
See, I clicked
so
the
close.
little thing with 4 corners.
Yeah.
But then I can't see anything. All I can see is this huge blow up of what I'm showing.
But then if you went back to StreamYard, you would see both the comments and the thing you've got on screen.
We should have seen her enlarge it, though, regardless of that, Julie. That's
See, I've got it enlarged right now. Do you guys see it?
No.
No.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It should have enlarged. I don't know.
It doesn't really matter.
Guys. It doesn't really matter to me.
If I do it this way.
Yeah, that's not what we meant, but, you know, it doesn't really matter anyway. We can still see her, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, I'll let you guys go. But, yeah, let me know how I'm doing with my American accent. I'm working on
I
it.
love your accent. I feel so bad when I can't understand what you're saying, but I can't understand what Irish is typing. So there you go.
When I'm tired, I talk a lot slower, so that's why I do late night streams, so that I'm tired and I talk very slow. And my boyfriend has such a fancy accent, so I'm trying to pick up his accent because he does acting. So, but I can't. I talk very slang to him, and I sound like I'm the one from where he's from. So it's so weird. But anyway, guys, well, I am from where he's from, but he doesn't sound like he's from where he's from. But anyway, guys, I'll let you go. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your night, everybody. God
Thank
bless
you for
America,
trying. I
y'all.
don't know what squares you guys are talking about.
It doesn't matter. We can still see it, whatever. But
God bless America. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. God bless America.
Stop talking like Charlotte. That's what she reminds. She can do that accent really good, though. She really can when she tries. But so I don't know if anyone in the chat is confused about why you're even talking about this, right? Because I thought I saw somebody like a little confused. But so just to be clear, right? Okay, your only reason why you're talking about this is because it was brought up the other night, and Aaron literally said, "Oh, yeah, the chat had nothing bad in it." So that whole time they were bothering you about how you couldn't produce the chat, but now they're saying, "Oh, we saw the chat, we have the chat." Like they've always had it, and now it's not a big deal. Is that correct?
Exactly. Thank
Yeah.
you. Exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to explain for people who weren't there for it, but they made a huge deal about it. They were at you on Twitter like whoa for a long time. They were like, produce the chat. Why did you get for the chat? They made this huge deal about it, like you were hiding something. But really, in my opinion, I think they were just mad that Nat was pointing the finger at Steve, because that's what she did with everybody. She pointed the finger at everyone, and they were trying to discredit you by saying, "Oh, if you don't have the chat, then you must be hiding something." Kind of like the Wonderland girl did. We all know who I'm talking about. I won't say her name because she's Beetlejuice and she'll show up. She was like, "Where's the chat from the Dina stream?" And I'm like, dude, I edited it. I don't have it anymore. So I think that this is like a I'm gonna call it, in my opinion, I'm on your panel, but these are not Kay's opinions. These are my opinions. I'm gonna say that this is out of the Culty Toolbox Handbook 101. When you don't like someone's stream and then they edit it, just be like, "Oh, produce the chat," and they can't, and then you could be like, "Oh, see, haha, that's why you suck, because you don't have the chat." I don't know. I'm just saying, it makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. In my opinion, she owes you an apology, because she literally blew, like, I can remember how big of a deal that was.
It was a huge deal.
Yeah.
And I go back and try to find a bunch of the tweets, but they're so old you can't find a lot of them now. And I don't have hours and hours to scroll through Twitter. If you do a search, it'll only take you back so far.
Right.
But everybody that was there saw what they did on Twitter, where they were after me about this live chat, and I was hiding something. And
yeah, but really, the only reason why Kay edited the video, because I don't know if you guys in the chat know this, and this might be why some of you are confused. When a creator goes in and edits a video, right, for whatever reason, when you edit a video that's already been up, it automatically takes your live chat down. You lose it. So it stinks when that happens, because you obviously want to keep your live chat. You don't want to have to go away, but sometimes you have to edit things that can cause you harm. Like in Kay's instance, people were putting nasty stuff about kids in the comments, right? Probably on purpose.
Horrible.
Yeah, probably on purpose, obviously, to try to get the stream taken down because they didn't like what we were talking about. I mean, you could put 2 and 2 together, right? Why would somebody do that unless they wanted to cause trouble? So in my instance, with my Dina video, there was the part where Dina said something she wasn't supposed to say that I interpreted as threatening, and I was scared someone was going to report me, so I edited the video. When I edited the video, the chat disappeared. Because the chat was suddenly gone, everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're obviously hiding something." And I'm just like, no, that's not it at all. I just didn't want to get in trouble with YouTube. And the same thing happened to Kay, but her situation was different because there were comments that were put up on the screen that were really creepy. By accident, she put it on the screen, right, Kay?
Yeah, I was trying to delete the person, and I accidentally put it up on the screen.
Right.
So when I went in and did the first edit, I didn't see it. And then this wonderful lady, I didn't even know her. She got my phone number and started calling me. She was so upset. She goes, "You got to get that off there."
And not
And
only that, I
she
remember
saw it.
specifically when you did it, when you had to go in and edit it, everybody was like, "Where's the video?" Because everyone wanted to watch it the next day, the people that missed it because it was late at night, remember?
Oh yeah, I was up almost 24 hours straight.
That was a very late night, long stream, so a lot of people missed out on it. So the next day they went to look at it, and because you were editing it, I think like it put a pause on the video or they couldn't retrieve it. So people started freaking out, like, "Where's the video?" Because that video was a hot topic. So you were like, you put out a community post, I remember this, and you said, "Sorry guys, I had to edit the video because there were creepy, tweet and comments, and the video will be back up shortly." Like, you let everyone know what you were doing. It's not like you were trying to hide the fact that the chat was going to be gone.
Yeah, and at that time I was so green, I didn't even know that got rid of the chat.
Exactly. I didn't know either.
Now it's what's done is done,
I had to learn the hard way too. Like, I didn't know the first time I edited a video that had already been posted that it was going to rip my chat away. I didn't know that.
It's the whole hypocrisy of it, and now 2 days ago, she comes out and acts like this is no big deal and this is a live chat. For somebody in her chat even asked her, they're like, "Wow, this is the live chat from that video?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then she explains it, which I was going to play. But yeah, so when I saw that, I was pretty shocked.
And the reason
I know
it's so shocking
else, but I was like, "Holy shit, did she really just say that?"
Yeah, from what I heard, it's almost like she didn't remember attacking you like day after day about the stupid chat. Because now she's all like, "Yeah, we have the chat. Yeah, there was some bad comments in there." Oh, okay, then. So don't you feel dumb for attacking Kay over and over and over again for friggin' ever? And it wasn't just her. Remember Cheshire? This is so funny. Yeah. Remember Cheshire tried to tell you to put a freaking warning in your video of whatever she called it. She was like, "Please put a note in your description and explain this stuff." And she tried to make you like put a notice or something.
She wanted a disclaimer or annotation.
Yeah. Freaking disclaimer. So that video, I don't know what it is about that video. Like put it this way: if you're so worried about what so and so said about Steve, like, and it's not true, quote unquote, it's not true, then why do you care? Why do they care so much? Like, I can't believe they're still playing it. Like, what is
either? I can't. 2 years out, she's still playing it. It's like, stop.
And if they want it down, they hate it so bad. Why are you still playing it? Like, none of it makes any sense. So, anyways, yeah, you deserve an apology.
Down, and then they're like, "Don't you dare take it down!" And now they're playing it over and over. So make
it for crying out loud. I don't know. I know you want to play Erin's video. I just want to explain that because I don't think people in the chat understood that. Like, when a creator does that happens, and everybody kind of learns the hard way at first because you don't know. Nobody tells you this stuff before you go in to be a creator, but. Yeah, so hopefully people understand a little better now. But
that learning curve on YouTube's it's a big curve.
It sure is, unless you want to read like pages and pages and pages of like instructions from YouTube, and nobody's got time for that. But
hey, really, I don't care if you like her. I have a lot of subs that like Erin. I don't have a problem with that. You like whoever you want to like. But I am going to point out when they're being hypocritical about something. Not that I have a lot of time. It's not like I'm hardly ever on YouTube anymore.
No, but I just want to say before I drop down, like, I understand why you're even talking about this because I remember what a big deal that was. And for her to sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, we have it," and it's not even, bad. Or, I mean, yeah, it was bad. Or I understand why she edited it. Whatever she says, I don't know. But it's like, okay, do you not remember what a huge, huge, huge deal it was? Like, so if I were you, I'd be talking about it too. But just wanted to say that before I did.
It's easier to talk about when somebody talks with me. It makes
I know. Way better.
When I'm the only one talking on the mic and trying to explain something that happened 2 years ago.
Yeah, and you're trying to work the screens and all that. Trust me, I know.
It's a pain in the butt.
All right, I'm gonna
drop down. The video was great.
Which one? What do you mean? What video?
The one I played earlier.
Oh yeah, it was great. It explains a lot, but there was so much more than that. I hope people understand, like, you're not being petty. There was so much more than that.
Yeah, I think, if you weren't there, you don't understand how they piled on me about that live chat. And here they had it the whole time. Come on, stop it.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it.
Stop it. I'm going to get me a shirt that says that. Stop it.
Yeah. Stop.
I'm going to sell shirts that say stop it.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna drop down now. I haven't even really seen this video. I've just heard about it, so I'm looking forward to seeing it myself. But
Thanks, baby.
yep, talk to you later. I'll be in the chat. Bye.
All right, let me see if I can play this video. Let me make sure I've got the right one. Nope, that's the second one.
I wanted to show you the proof on how this was all a frame up, how this was meant to just frame Steve for some bullshit. Because it all seems to come back around to Katie's fucking hatred for Steve or vendetta against Steve. And I know this sounds stupid. Believe me, I know, I agree. It sounds stupid. I mean, why is Katie so fixated on one person and why Steve of all people? But regardless, I wouldn't have believed it either if I didn't see it with my own eyes. And it's there. Like, it's there. It's crazy, but it's there. So, okay, sorry. I didn't know she was live. And she told me hours ago she was going to.
I must have it at the wrong spot. I'm so bad at this. I couldn't clip it. Lord, I'm failing.
Go live, so I figured she'd be done by now. I didn't even look. I'm sorry. I guess I had this live now. My bad.
This is the very.
But when we got off the stream, she said she was going to go live then. So I just assumed she'd be done by now. Yeah. Wait a second. Let me mute. Okay. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get started. I have to upload or I have to share screen to the video. Now this is like a screen recording, screen grab video of
There it is.
the Kay Baxter stream. And the reason why I'm playing this one is because it has a live chat in it. Because after the stream, Kay Baxter had edited part of the stream, and when you do that, you lose the live stream chat. And I wanted to say that the reasons why Kay Baxter gave her for editing the video, she was telling the truth. She did it to remove some really just gross shit from it. And she's not at all like bullshitting. She's absolutely being honest. I just want to throw that out there because she's not at all someone I trust. But in this regard, I witnessed it firsthand, and that is exactly what she removed. So, all right. Okay, add source.
Let me see. I think I left it up. I thought I put it on 30. Hang on, let me change it to 30. Then we'll move on to Unirock.
And I'll post the link to it just a moment. It's on Kay Baxter's channel. It's from July 19th, 2021. However, the stream that's up on her channel still now it no longer has the live chat replay because she did edit part of the stream. She did it understandably so because Katie went on into graphic detail of some disgusting fucking shit, and Kate didn't want to leave that up there, and I don't blame her. So I fully support her having edited the video, even if it meant losing the live stream chat. Although it would have been nice probably if she possibly if she downloaded the chat first, which you can do, but she didn't. But either way, here it is with the live stream chat. So yeah, that's where it is, and that's what it's from, or when it's from.
as adults, mostly women, we could have a conversation about this and come to some resolution, and not make the chat fall into cussing and saying stupid crap. And come on, let's all act like adults.
Well, what's going to happen is
So that's the hypocrisy right there. Let me see if I can pull up her. They went on and on. Let me see if I can pull up her tweet too. Now I can't get her tweet to pull up. Dang it. Okay, I'm a total fail. But I have the tweet where she says how shady I am for taking out the live chat that she now says I wasn't shady for. So there you go. I know I'm just terrible at screen sharing. There you go. I finally did it. Can you guys see it? Yeah, she said to make some edits, but that's some shady shit there because editing the live causes you to lose live chat. Kay's last live is still being used as evidence in social media debates. So I wonder if this was the intent this time. I think she meant the whole time. I know I did it. I'm out. I'm so rusty. It's been so long. I'm trying to catch up with the chat now. I know Katie she's just doing her own thing. She's not paying attention to any of this. Okay, you guys want to move on to uni now? Because I just want to give my thoughts and feelings. Does anybody else want to come on the mic? I'll put the link out in case. It's just easier to talk about when you got somebody else, but yeah, the live chat secret evidence. There was never anything in that live chat. Okay, before we go through his video like he wants me to do, or wants everybody to do, and I will say this, Uni keeps saying that no other creators reached out to him. I tweeted him and asked him to go live with me a few nights ago. He totally ignored it, and then like 20, 30 minutes later said he was going live on Kick. So, yeah. And I tried to talk a couple times, and he's got me like, I couldn't talk on his Discord, and Twitter was a mess. I know, Bossy, it's so silly. Yeah, he ignored my tag. I tagged him on Twitter, clearly. So before we play it, I want to get a couple thoughts off of my chest about this uni stuff, because this is what really gets me. I said this before, it's not how you fall down, it's how you get back up. And Uni, trying to get back up, was willing to take anybody down, including his family, his mods, everybody that supported him for years. He was willing to stomp all over them to get himself back up. And in my opinion, it's disgusting. The things he said about his family in the Twitter voice thing, I don't know what you call those. The things he said about his mom, I'm like, Uni, really? You don't talk about your mom on Twitter where everybody can listen? And then the way he threw his mods under the bus and how he let the people talk bad about him in his Discord. These people were loyal to him for years. Years. And he just stomped all over them. He was trying to blame them for everything, saying, well, if I hadn't listened to their advice, they're the ones that told me to do that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's what they said. And here's the thing is, they're not even talking about him. They're trying, and some of them are still sticking up for him, which makes me really sad. But I can't believe the lengths he has gone to not take any accountability, any responsibility, nothing for what he did. He says he apologized, but I never saw it. Did you guys? Let me know if you saw him apologize. I don't know why he can't just own it. As the housewives would say, just own it. I can't, I don't know what's gotten into him, but you know, when people show you who they are, you better believe it. Another thing, this is so, again, the hypocrisy, because I'm pretty sure he said something to Charlotte about something like, if you poke the bear's going to poke back. Hello? Wouldn't that same rule apply to Uni? Did he think JLR was just going to take it and not do anything? Come on. Stop it. He knew. And then to accuse everybody else, and he's going to say, I did this for content. No, I don't. I'm never even on YouTube anymore. It's not like I make a living on YouTube. This is not where I make my money. But then for him to accuse all these other creators of just doing it to make money off of him, Uni, this is what you do all the time. That's what you do. You can't go after other people for doing the same thing you do. And this is just YouTube. That's what everybody does. If there's drama going on, people are going to talk about it and make money on it. Cash App busy. And then he says, oh, people make fun of me for my PayPal links. Everybody does that too, but nobody does it like you do, Uni. I've never seen anybody put a PayPal link out as much as Uni does. Never in my life have I seen anybody ask for money more than Uni. That's just the truth. That's another thing I wanted to point out. He keeps saying that if you're not for him, then you're for JLR. That's not how this works. I don't know JLR. I don't know that whole history. But I know JLR can be a bad person and Uni can still be wrong in what he did. Two things can be true at the same time, right? Yeah, I'm going to put my PayPal in here. Y'all start PayPaling me right now. See, that's the thing in this video I'm going to play. He had already been to his mom's and seen the letter, right? So I had to get that off my chest. I was really upset about the way he treated his mods that left him, letting people say horrible things about him in the Discord. And then he tried to act like he didn't know. No, Uni, I don't buy that either. I don't buy that you didn't know what was going on in your Discord for a day and a half or whatever it was. You knew. Stop it. We're not stupid. Yeah, it doesn't mean anybody's defending JLR because Uni did the wrong thing. Two totally separate issues, Uni. Two totally separate. Okay, here's his video. Because he says we're all not fair unless we play his video.
It was like, it looked like a serial killer type thing or something. Like it was going to jump out of the painting or something. So I'm going to nickname it the Betty. It's because Navy said that it looked like it was going to strangle him when he first saw it. That's the first thing he said. Looks like it's going to jump out of there and strangle me. I'm going to nickname it the Betty. I think that's really appropriate, honestly, due to Navy's, they did this to Crude AF, so I guess you should expect a court hearing. Haha, says Cheesy. I don't think they're that dumb with me. And no, I don't think that, I think it was really dumb for them to do that to Crude AF. Crude AF, is he part of the geek room? Isn't he part of the geek? Wait a minute. If it is him, I probably should talk to him.
Hey, Kim.
Navy is in the chat. He said, "Creepy picture, devil child." He is. I don't know if you guys see him. Let him know that I'd like to talk to him sometime.
I've got
it doesn't
this
even have
on
to be
my
about content or anything.
speed.
Like I'm always open to talk to somebody about content, right? I'm not going to say no if he's like, "Hey, I want to talk to you about content." I don't think he would. I'm just saying I'll talk to him about it every once, but I would like to talk to him about this whole situation. Yeah, because these people. Now there was no cease and desist, just so you know. This wasn't some legal thing. There was no request for an interview, okay? And
that was it right there. There was no
a,
cease and desist.
Threatening kind of letter. It was a letter that implied things. Like, it's hard to say. So, of course, my Discord server wanted the letter. They're like, "We want to see it now." And I said, "I don't even have the damn thing yet. I haven't gone there to take pictures of it or anything. And if I ask the family member to do it, I'm probably not going to be able to read them. Like, I'll probably get it'll probably be this big and it'll be like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I have to go Monday and do a few things. And after I see my attorney, I will bring the letter to you after I've done that. Unless I'm told I can't, that's what's going to happen. Sorry. I have to go get advice before I bring it to you because this man is a psychopath. He thinks, and I promise y'all, it's so nutty. He thought he could tattle on me to my mother and that she would get mad at me, call me and say, "Unirock Jason, you better not talk about that poor boy Jonathan anymore. He's trying his best just to go out and find missing people and report on tragedies." That's what he thought was going to happen.
I can't with this little kid.
By the way, no, my mother does not sound like that. Just so you know. By the way, my mother does not. She will kill me if she will watch this, and she will kill me. What he doesn't know is my mother thinks that he should be.
I just want to stop for a minute and talk about the whole PayPal thing. Who was it? Rarely cared. You said you believe what he said about the PayPals. I don't know why he won't just show them. Hey, Spackle. I have a very good reason to believe Uni on the PayPal JLR sent.
Exposed by people on the internet, whether it's me or anyone else. She thinks anybody that goes out there and does what he has done to the poor kids back in 2012 and 2013, and what he's done trying to pretend to be a reporter and pretend to be media, and what he's done stalking people, right? Like her, Betty will tell you that, and you're about to see a video. I'm going to play it because Menace has cut it down. Betty thinks that it's appropriate for him and her to do these kind of things. Why is it then that the people that you're doing it to are not under an opinion that you're stalking and harassing them? They know that factually you are stalking and harassing them. Are you entitled? I thought you respected people's rights, respected people's privacy, respect their rights to speech. No, these are just catchphrases that you LARPers use to try and get an out from your shit behavior. That's what it is. You think you can go around and be entitled and demand things from others. You think that for some reason you're entitled to the money in your audience's pocket. You think that you're entitled to use people who have experienced tragedies to get your views. Okay. You think that you're entitled to have people pay you to go and report on scene, on location, and that you've helped so much. I've asked the same question of every tragedy pimp since I first witnessed a tragedy pimp, this new kind of meme of a tragedy pimp since we started talking with that meme. And my question to them is, show me the result of anything you've done. I want to see the result of your reporting. I want to see the result of your investigation.
I do too. I think that was trying to get an address to mail the cease and desist to.
And you should have a literal written investigation. Would you like to see some of my scripts? Okay, I'll show you some because I make videos, right? Let me find, a good one here. I don't know. Like this one, I just is like the second one that I clipped. Would you like to see one? This is literally just the start of one, and it's an extremely short video. Okay, I can show you. Hey, Voodoo, thank you. Thank you. And D, Don, Donna, Remy, Medina, and Missouri. Hey, Missouri Country Girl. I love that name. Missouri Country Girl. I love the country. I love the country. I love sitting by a lake or a creek or a river or whatever and just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like listening to the noise of the weird,
this is what I
chittering, chattering insects that go, rah, 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 all those noises of the woods and the hooting. And
I gotta speed it back up.
Where was I? I'd love to be able to see, I got to get back on script here, the result of your investigations. I'd love to be able to see the result of your reporting. I'd love to be able to see your achievements in searching for missing people, right? I want to know what quadrant you were assigned when you were working with the big group that was out there searching. I want to know what quadrants you specifically searched, and you should know. You should know. I want to know exactly how many quadrants you yourself are responsible for searching. I'd like to know how any of these search and rescue teams, why would they allow people with such disgusting records and disgusting public behaviors to go start looking for people that are lost? Because if God forbid JLR or Betty find a kid missing, oh, shut up and stop crying, kid. I'm trying to do a live stream and make money off of the fact that I found you. Stop screaming in the background. Oh, I'm going to choke you. I'm going to choke you.
Yeah,
about JLR? Hey, I found the kid. Hey, buddy, meet my friend. Meet my little friend, my little doll friend. Oh, my God, is that a serial killer's head on a little baby? Shut up, kid. Meet my friend, the serial killer. You know what I'm saying? God forbid either of you would ever find a missing child, for God's sakes. They don't need you out there LARPing as reporters or LARPing as rescue. Because you don't just LARP as that. Now you're a detective. Now you're a detective, Betty and JLR. Yeah. Now you're a detective. Now you're a mechanic, right? I mean, there's that meme out there because Betty all of a sudden became like a professional mechanic, and then I'm sure JLR fits that bill. Freedom, thank you. My goodness, you guys are too kind. My point here is that JLR is out of his mind. He literally, JLR, I'm not like you, buddy. I'm not dumb like you, all right? I was at one time dumb, not like you, thank God, but at one time I was dumb, okay? But thank God for years, I've been doing something instead of doing nothing, okay? I know you're motivated by obsession. You're angry when somebody commentates on you. And
I sent Menace messages to tell Jason I told JLR the wrong address because I was afraid JLR go there because it was correct address. I don't get it. You got to explain that. That makes no sense. I don't know if that's how you meant to write it, but I can't figure this out. Yeah, I have no doubt he was upset too, and he had every right to be upset. I get it.
who could have responded appropriately to my video? Because my video was true. My video used recordings of you, okay? Your words, your actions, and your behaviors, all right? I made sure that after I showed what you did back then, I showed examples of how you're still that same person, okay? Your letter didn't contain anything about how you've changed since then. It has no admission of what you did back then. In fact, nowhere on the internet have you ever been honest with your audience and told them what you did, just like Betty hasn't, right? To any degree, and explained how you're not like that anymore. Because that's what we look for. We want to be able to say, well, JLR was the most disgusting and disrespectful person toward the children and parents of a school tragedy. One of the biggest, one of the most shocking ones due to when it happened and how it happened and the climate around it. And we want you to be able to explain why you did what you did back then and how you've changed and how you're not going to do that kind of thing anymore. But the problem is the reason you're tragedy pimping now is because you haven't changed. The reason why you have doxed my family and sent them letters tattling on me, please help me, Mrs. Smith, please. Uni is reacting to my old videos. Oh my God. Like, why are you so mad that I react to your videos and fucking dunk on you? You respect free speech, JLR and Betty. You respect people's rights. You won't stalk. You don't dox, right? Yes, you do. And no, you don't respect people's rights. You're faking it. And there's a big problem, Betty and JLR.
I'm still confused. JLR unpredictable and had correct address. So Uni denied and denied it correct for safety. I still don't get it. So did you give it? You didn't give him Uni's address, right?
When you fake that, okay, you following me? I'm trying to speak to where JLR and Betty can actually follow me here. When you're faking so many things right now that are directly related to the things you've done wrong in the past, how do you make an argument that you're not the same lying, LARPing shithead? How? Okay, live chat time here. Long, but I think it would have been a really good skit. He recorded in front of Brandy Neal Boyce's, if I said that right. I'm sorry, Brandy Neal's boy the other day in Idaho. I'm trying, Peppermint. I'm trying. Stay locked, stay loaded. I am a veteran. That's all I'll say in response to that, but I am a veteran. I have a family that I take care of. That's what I'll say in response. I would like to believe I am now. I would like to believe I am. Yes. Oh, and guys, I know people want to ask me questions about inter-community drama. And again, I will defer you to my community tab, and there will be an upload. You'll be notified. We'll do a stream afterwards. Okay. So, hey Tom, what's up, buddy?
He still hasn't done a video with the timeline like he said he would, right? I haven't seen one.
Come around here, says Gene. I didn't do that long, but it was because I was medevaced. By the way, I'd love to talk to you guys a little bit about some vet bashing and an opinion that I have around it. We're gonna have to wait on that. So, yeah, I don't think we're not going to do it. I've just been muzzled for a little bit.
So did JLR send his mom a letter complaining about Uni or not? He sent a cease and desist outlining the things that his opinion was Uni lying about him. It's a cease and desist. It's not a letter. It's not, yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I'm pretty sure one of the very first lines in it is cease and desist.
There we go. I typed to Cheesy because Cheesy's watching, like, rewound a little. I've been doing that too, honestly. Well, mostly Rachel has, but the house is looking good. I'll say that much. It's looking really good.
No, I did not get the address. I tried to get JLR off the correct address by saying it's wrong. Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Want to make sure we got that straight.
Okay, so here, let me go ahead and just sum it up, and then we're going to actually react to what Betty said here, because I think now with JLR doing what he did, Betty claims that it's okay that JLR did what he did, stalking my family. And by the way, Betty stalked my family too.
It's because he sent the letter to his mother's address. He wants an interview
with my family, so it's okay if he does it. And see, that's where these people are bold-faced, pathological, lying narcos, because he doesn't want an interview.
And
he's
just
trying to intimidate, and his letter proved it. So, of course, I'm not dumb. I'm not just going to throw the letter out there, but I'm also not just going to let him do what he did and not tell you. It needs to be, known that Betty and JLR and any people that support them, I would go as far as to say Dolly, I would go as far as to say the people who are in that little group, even Molly still, even though she's wherever she's at doing whatever she's doing. I think she's like in Europe or something. Like Molly is out doing some crazy stuff. Okay. Like she's living that rich life. Seriously. Yeah, they do this. They support this. They're doxers, the abhorrent doxers. Their only excuse is that when anyone else does anything that they want to yell at them for, or if they just want to lie on them, they'll go with that person. But when they do something, immediately, regardless, it's excuse after excuse after excuse. There should be no excuse for him targeting people that are family members of mine. There should be no excuse for him stalking their social media profiles, him and Betty. There should be no reason for them to look up their addresses. And yes, I found out that JLR, according to the people on the internet that have been tracking and watching him for a very long time, I mean a very long time, he is still on probation. So I don't think while you're on probation, you can just go around picking random citizens and mailing them whiny little letters that in the most beta, passive-aggressive way, have an inclination of threats to it, right?
Hey, I just want to be clear. I really don't want to talk about his veteran record. I've never seen proof that he didn't. So, and I'm not, that stuff bothers me. It really does. And it has nothing to do with this video, so.
The most,
or
let's say like in lane, I don't know what word to use, but you get what I'm saying. Trying to basically be as threatening as he can indirectly, right? All right, Navy, no problem, buddy. No problem. Chronicle says, or innocent people. Oh, wait, did you say something before that? Because I might have missed it, Chronicles. I mean, I don't think you did. Chronicle says, or innocent people they think are other channels. That's happening too. Yes, thank you, Chronicles. Because yeah,
I've got this on double speed.
On point right now.
I don't know why he thought playing
this
was going to change anybody's mind.
Because they think that they're running a channel. And that happened. Do you mind typing which one that happened with recently, Chronicles? Because I'll get it wrong. Or anyone in the chat that wants to. Thank you, Double Take. But, you know, the thing is, this is what JLR and Betty aren't realizing is he should have tried to pass the test with me. You know, I told JLR he's welcome to get in touch with my mods and come talk to me. And he knows this because he has been watching every second of my stuff. And the thing, oh shit, thank you. The thing that is really crazy about what Betty and JLR do, and Dolly and their friends, the people in this group, again, what Betty and JLR are doing is exactly what Molly has done in the past. It's exactly what Betty has done. It's exactly what JLR's done over and over. And the thing is, when they get heat for this stuff, they just get angry. They just have a fit. I'm sure Betty will have so many excuses for why this is okay. And what's funny is Betty probably sat down and helped him write this shit, you know? So again, addressed to my mother, wrote it to my mother, right? And the body of it, and I've only had it, you know, told to me once on a phone call with her. So basically it was addressed to her from him in some address in Florida or something like that. And it starts off basically like, hey mom, your son is saying derogatory things about me on his YouTube channel, Rock a Lot. He said that I wasn't searching for Sarah Dreyer, but I've got a 5-hour video where I was. And then it just goes into this insanity. Like it starts naming at some point after he babbles on about how he doesn't hate women. He's not any of the things that your son thinks he is. Then it goes into Queen Bee and he names Queen Bee and he names Molly and Betty. And I have no clue why. Like, I don't even know why they're named. I couldn't tell when she was like saying this to me. I'm like, what? Like I'm sitting there like, what? Like the whole time, like, what? Like it's just really nutty. And it was literally 2 pages. So, you know, we got to go have it tested for poison and shit. Because God knows if he's like anthrax to that damn thing. I wouldn't put it.
See, that's crazy right there. That's crazy. I know, it's so unreal. I agree. It's unreal when you watch it. I slowed it down a little bit now that he's talking about something important. We'll be here all night if we don't speed it up, though, because he gets down all these other rabbit holes. It's ridiculous.
Put it past him if he shit all over it. You know, he probably ate a bunch of laxatives and went doo-doo all over his hands before he wrote that shit. I don't know. I mean, when she said immediately what it was, I'm like, just throw it away. Throw it away. It's probably going to explode. You know what I'm saying? Like spikes are going to shoot out of the paper. Yeah, but I mean, they are just insane. They are insane. And they think that they can just sit there and laugh. I'm so laughing about the fact that we got called out for doxing people again. I'm amused by it. You know what I'm saying? To give you an example of what I'm talking about, let's listen to Menace completely annihilate Betty, because I don't think we've done this on Rock a Lot. I skipped this yesterday, didn't I? Yes. And I do want you to subscribe to my friend Menace. He's a really good dude. He's been targeted just like, you know, I have, because he's making videos. He's been targeted in very strange ways. You know, I'm starting to really question. I won't go there. Let's just listen. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the part of Menace's video that I skipped, because Betty is going to give a excuse-filled rant. Do you mind trying to suck my brain out of my head, please, Jelly Belly, for a bit? It just make me feel better. Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah, it's JLR.
If you didn't know, Betty calls us like jelly brains or something, jellyfish brains. So, you know, we've decided to hire a blood-sucking, brain-sucking jellyfish while I stream. So Menace has the best reaction, in my opinion, that I've seen so far. I'm not trying to say nobody else had a good reaction. I just haven't seen it. Chronicles says, no, just a random subscriber they picked out. Some know how they chose her. Sorry, Chronicles, I didn't mean to skip you. Let me read it. Or innocent people that they think are other channels. That's happening too, very much so. It happened to someone and they thought it was me recently. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I remember that. Chronicle says, I will message you about it and what Molly did also. I don't want it all out here. That's fine. Yeah. If you will, just hit up Navy or Cherie or one of the mods that, you know, put their links out there for you. I'd love to hear it.
The way
and
he's so casually
just a random subscriber they picked out. Some know how they chose her. I don't know how they picked her out. No idea. And then Chronicle says, I have another savage talking to me. Yeah. And that's the thing.
Hey, Stina.
Oh, hold on. Season says, I'm so sorry. Here he's doing these things to you. Chronicles, I was saying to Uni, but really any and all should make reports if they start sending things to your homes and loved ones. Yes. And I'm going to handle it with my lawyer and have my lawyer do everything. Because one thing I think they want is for me to, for some reason, be the one that goes out and does all of this. No, you're not going to affect me. You're not going to waste my time. You're not going to get at me, right? You will, though, have whatever, you know, you can have charges pressed for what they're doing will be pressed, just like I promised. And I have no idea. I've talked to several people that I know have been on probation, and they say that they are supposed to be on their best behavior. They're supposed to not be like, you can get violated by your PO, according to them, for doing a lot of things that you normally can't be picked up for or violated for. So I have no clue how while he has a 5-year sentence starting in 19, at the very earliest that would end in September this year, and information shows that it probably doesn't end in.
See, my thing with this is, if he knew all this about his parole officer and he was really that intimidated and scared when he PayPal'd Uni, why didn't he get a hold of him? I would have got a hold of him right then, right? That's me. I know it was so bad what he did to Queen Bee. And my feeling is he still doesn't get it, or he just won't acknowledge it. And that's what does him in. The failure to take accountability for what he did to Queen Bee, his mods. That's what this is. That's what people are really upset about. And he'll still act like he has no idea what people are talking about with Queen Bee and what he did wrong. And she's an adult. She could have done this. No, it's on you, Uni. You brought her into it. It's on you. Oh my gosh. See, I get so pissed.
Until the beginning of next year, and how he goes out and has not just done this to me. Again, him doing it to me is just an example that I'm going to blast all over YouTube. Okay. I'm going to make sure that people know there is no doubt that JLR and Betty and the people that support them are stalkers. There is no doubt that they are obsessed with the people who criticize them. They have an anger in them that swells up and they can't control it, and it drives them crazy.
And he knew this when he went after him.
The channels that call them out. Every time that people show the things that they've done, it drives them up the wall. And I am so stupid. I'm glad I mentioned support, because I have not even shared my pay link yet, and we're almost an hour into this. And I haven't even told you to subscribe to Rock a Lot and Unirock 2 on YouTube and hit the like button for me. Any support really helps immensely. And so thank you ahead of time to anyone that supports. Let me see if I can get my
I feel so bad for his mods that have been behind him for so long.
There we go.
And he acts like he just doesn't care, and he's so condescending.
Whoops.
The condescending tone when he talks on his voice chats is just sends me through the roof.
We're good now. Okay. So, BHP is famous. She appears in Baldur's Gate 3 as the Green Hag. Oh, and that is why I love Menace's video, because of the comedy that's in there. But you got to understand something, right? I make a lot of jokes. I made jokes about how JLR shouldn't be holding up his dirty poo-poo panties and showing everybody them.
I know. I don't get why this is the sword he wants to die on. I don't get it.
Poo-poo panties, if you want to walk around like that, you go ahead. I've already heard how stinky you are, okay? But keep them on you. And if you make jokes, just trying to entertain your audience, using what they give you, literally playing off of what they're publicly posting, okay? They've done this to themselves. They're the ones that
maybe
did
you
this,
can explain to us why you wanted to die on this sword.
And they are terrified that their subscribers are going to find out. And that's a major reason why JLR has went from, trying to send me $1 threat to my family, doxing my family and everything. And he went from that to this letter, is because I really do now believe that they didn't know about my main channel or even about Unirock 2 when they first came at me. I'm almost convinced now. And it really goes to show how incompetent these people really are.
I
But
don't
now
believe
that they
that.
know
I
that I
think
actually am a bigger
JLR
YouTuber than them, I
do
think
all
they've
that.
shit their pants. And I think that JLR really did. Now, I mean this from the bottom of my fucking soul. I think he really thought, and Betty too, that they could convince my mother to call me and say, Jason, honey, don't talk about that Betty or that JLR again. She said the opposite. Fuck these stalking weirdos, right? Anyone that would do what they've done to these families, anyone that would do what they've done in these mass situations, they deserve to have people show what they've done. So the opposite effect ended up happening. I'm now being ordered to cover them by my mother. When before she wouldn't have even weighed in on it. She wouldn't have even said anything. And now
But
it's
he
like,
said
yo,
she was
you're going to talk
afraid
about
for
it
her
now.
life.
So it's like they just keep shooting
So it
themselves in the
doesn't
foot.
add up.
They honestly think that they can be looked at, that Betty and JLR, they are so delusional that they think people look at them and go, what great reporters they are. Not what insane, obsessive stalkers they are, y'all. What great reporters they are. Hello, Navy. Good to have you.
Hey, Bubba, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Get out of here. I'm mean to you. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know
I'm
Navy
done.
was on
I'm
this
done.
video.
Okay, here, let me share my screen because I'm glad you came in, buddy. I want to know what you think. I didn't really get to find out what you thought before this because you've been busy, but what do you think about the whole JLR messaging my mother, begging her, to stop me from talking about him and Betty? What do you think?
Honestly, I'll tell you the truth. The first thing that came to my mind was, tell me you didn't get enough hugs as a kid without telling me you didn't get enough hugs as a kid.
Oh, I know, right?
Jeez, what are you doing? JLR, I know you're listening right now. What were you doing? You tattled to his mother. You tattled to his mother. What are you, 5?
This is the first, bro. This is the first. I always talk about how I debunked these big conspiracies because
So at this point,
if
the
anyone was
mods
around back
still
then
hadn't seen
when we
the
did
letter,
it, it was
right?
massive. These things were millions of
somebody
people
answer
big.
that?
So we got a lot of threats, a lot of doxing, a lot of people trying to send me death threats, talking about cutting my head off and stuff. None of them did this. None of them ever. Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm getting a memory here. Hold on. There's a memory coming back. It's extremely vague. I'm thinking April Lejeune tried to call me and left a message on a family member's phone, but that's been so long. Oh, no, it wasn't. It wasn't April Lejeune. Okay, yeah, never mind. That doesn't relate. Okay, yeah, this is the first because that doesn't even count. That's not even, he mailed her. So you know what she said? She said that.
I know, I can't believe
she was like shocked. She's like, this little freak
tossed
looked my
Navy
dress
out
up
like
and
he
mailed
did.
me because you made a video. That was like her response. That's the embodiment of her response. This little freak stalked me and my information. How did he do it? How did he get it? And that's a great question. You know why she said that? Because she's a normal freaking human being. And she has never had some fucking weird, creepy, fucking laxative chugging weirdo that goes around worshiping people that murmur kids and sleeps with the serial murmurers of those children taped to baby dolls' faces and stuff. She's never had this ever happen in her entire life. Like nobody has, JLR. You are beyond an embarrassment. You are beyond a whatever you are, bro. There's no words to the English language needs to add words to describe you and Betty, to describe your obsession. And describe the thin skin. Like, how thin skinned do you got to be, Navy? We're adults, for God's sake. We're not 12.
No, and JLR is like mid-40s.
Yeah, he's probably 50 by now.
You know what I mean? He sent a letter to your mom. I have a hard time like taking this seriously at all. Like, I know the serious aspect because he's got her address and all this kind of stuff, and I get that, and that's the veiled aspect of the threat. Completely agree, right? But I just cannot get over the fact that it's kind of like he got his mother to call your mother because he's crying because you hurt his feelings.
That's why my thumbnail is what it is, bro. I got a thumbnail of him having tears pouring out of his eyes, begging my mom, stop Uni, Jason, please stop him. Right? He can't take my video. It wasn't even that bad. I barely dunked on him. I barely dunked on the man. I have dunked on some people.
I did not realize it got like I thought Silverfish was thin-skinned. This is a whole new level of thin-skinnedness.
It really is. This is like a shocking because this dude's been to prison for identity theft. And that's what I think Betty and JLR don't realize. That's why you're getting your PO involved, buddy, because your identity stealing ass is stealing identities so that you can go and mail them and dox them and do this. And don't think you're not. Don't think that we're all stupid. Don't think that we don't know the links that you went to try to figure out who you could send a letter to and all that shit. And you know that's the dox. Everybody in the audience knows that's the dox. You sharing it with Betty and your other bozos is the dox. And you know what? What do you think it's intimidating or something? And this is why you're a criminal. This is why you're a piece of shit. Because you're intimidating innocent people. You're trying to intimidate my mother because you couldn't intimidate me. And that's a fact. And you know what's crazy? He wrote in that letter, I don't hate women, and it's a derogatory statement to say that I do. Then why did you do this to my mom, JLR? Why did you stalk her and dox her and grab details about her and write her this letter if you don't hate women and if you don't have an issue with people?
It's so weird to me that he insisted
everything I said, because like I said, I didn't even dunk on you that much. I barely dunked on you. I could have dunked on you that whole stream. You are a lolcow, bro. Wake up, look in the fucking mirror. The reason we dunk, the reason we laugh at y'all is to shake you out of this shit, to get you to realize the majority of the entire world knows what you are. But to you, oh God, my bag, dude. It's his bag, bro. They feel like this money that they're getting from tragedy pimping and from manipulating and lying to their audience about what and who they are, they think that's their bag. And I promise you people, hear me on this one, because he thinks that by me watching and reacting to those videos of him and me, making the points that I made, he sees that as a direct attack on his wallet. Because even though it's not, even though I'm literally being honest, exercising free speech, and I'm being real with him enough to laugh at him for holding up women's panties with shit in them, which we know it was chocolate, but don't tell me what kind of man, maybe, if a man loves women, or if a man, would you think a man hates women if he tries to embarrass them by when they leave him and they
No,
run
I
away from
have
him because they're scared of how
babies.
fucking just a piece of shit
Been
he
an
is, and they
amazing
decide
friend
they're
to
not even gonna take
Uni,
their clothes with
and
him, and he goes and
Uni,
grabs their panties, rubs fucking
my
chocolate in them, and
opinion,
holds them up on a fucking YouTube
gave
video.
no
I would think
Fs
you probably hate women to
when
go that
Mamie
far to try to
left.
embarrass a girl because she realized how much of a
He
creep you are.
acted
But
like
I
he
don't know, bro. I
cared
guess you don't
less.
think you hate women. Okay, fine. We know you don't think you hate women. We all believe you hate women, and that we're allowed to think this. You did this, bro. Go ahead, man.
Oh no, I was just going to agree with you. Yeah, no, you hate women, JLR. I don't know what it is. Like I get it. There's a lot of guys out there that you just don't really have like a personality that attracts women, and then maybe they take pity upon you, and then they realize though like 5 seconds in that you're like the biggest creeper ever, and then all of a sudden they back in and they turn the light on in the room and you turn around, there's your doll collection, and they're getting this like
Yeah.
you know.
I bet you she found the doll collection. You know what? It might not be chocolate. She probably found the doll collection of like 22 dolls that have the faces of people that have done that to kids on them in JLR's closet. And she probably pooed her pants, man. Probably what happened. Shit, I would. I'm a dude and I would have pooed my pants if I would have stumbled upon JLR's serial killer doll collection. I don't know about my audience.
That's some Tales from the Crypt creepy. Is what that
That's
is.
some wee. It's
I
like
would
opening
still
the
like
closet
to
door,
see
right?
the
Like,
paper
I need
house.
to grab, there's dust everywhere. This messy man whom I'm at his home, let me get his broom and sweep.
Oh
Like the
my
dolls are
God.
going like this. Hold on. Here we go. I mean, that's what this is. You are a weirdo, bro. I'm sorry. Wake up, Betty. Grab your friend, right? Make sure that he hasn't downed 20 laxatives before you do this, and shake some sense into him. Shake some sense into the man. Oh, hell.
Oh,
just
Peppermint
listen
mocha
to
says,
this
Peppermint
whole
mocha says
thing.
you do get the police report done first, then contact his PO.
Like I said, my lawyer's going to do it all. I'm not doing any of it. I'm gonna give my lawyer a stack of cash, and she's going to do it.
A
I'm
stack
using my
of
lawyer for a few things
cash.
right now, so might as well get it all done at once. You know what I'm saying? So it won't be hard. They need to have an intervention. It doesn't help Betty's mother supports what she does. I would think that her mother is just as manipulated and lied to as the audience that follows her. I would guarantee it.
And Kathy's a new member. Thanks, Kathy.
Hey, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I wish I had that sound effect. I'm gonna try to grab it. I can't find it. I don't know if it's like horror movie sound effect. I gotta look there. I'm gonna find the whole wee thing, and I'm gonna zoom in on this
Don't
creepy ass picture every
use
time.
that,
I think it's a memeable picture, bro. What do you think of my painting? I mean, I know it's scary, but is it not memeing?
Thanks,
Is it
No, it's
Tina.
meme worthy. I just wouldn't trust it in the dark by myself.
I know, bro. I'm gonna like walk in the office at night to grab something, and I'm just gonna faint when I see it because it's that scary.
Oh,
It's
you're
pretty
what's gonna
scary.
happen? You're gonna walk in the room at night, and it's gonna be like right next to Halloween or something. You're gonna look up, and the painting is gonna be blank, and you're gonna hear little feet running across the room.
Jelly Belly, get off of her head. You don't want those thoughts. You don't want those thoughts. I don't know how, but somehow Jelly Belly like went right to her head. Right to her head. It was pretty good. I did not mean for that to happen, but it was pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Laura Lee. Yes, it's from the name of the name. I need the name of the shower scene. Psycho. Psycho, right?
Psycho, yeah. Yep.
How ironic. How ironic.
I don't know what he thought.
I just want to say how great Menace has gotten at production.
Oh my
It's
God, I know,
just
dude.
me,
He is so worthy
KCG.
of,
I'm
this is
just not
creativity
good
in
at
content. You know what I'm saying?
accents. It's all
Now,
me. It's not
Betty-
Julie.
Supported JLR in doxing my family, harassing my family. And I find it extremely relevant for you to listen to what she said, because if Betty, instead of lying, instead of being a scumbag and supporting JLR's stalking behavior, if she would actually be a real human being, I don't know, maybe a friend, I don't know, maybe not a pathological liar, and would, how all the times when she's sitting there complaining and bitching about how I have rights and I want rights to talk and rights to give an opinion on the things I want to talk about, maybe you should say that when you and JLR are sitting around stalking innocent people. Oh, I know, though. What's the argument, Betty? The argument is that because we don't like what Unirock said about us, our public behavior on a live stream, we're going to dox his family, and we're going to go after them. Because, well, hell, Navy, my mother gave birth to me. Of course she needs them to stalk her, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I thought you could patch all this, right?
Yeah, I mean, I came out of her belly. Therefore, in their genius minds, they probably need to stalk her. It just makes sense to them.
Did a comedy yesterday.
Maybe
So
JLR's
this
looking for
is- This
bait.
is absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I bet. And like all it took was like 3 seconds of her looking at what he's done in the past. And I don't even mean in the distant past or anything. And it was just instantaneous. Like this little freak, stalked me because you made a video. And I said, yeah, I'll go watch my video because it's hilarious. It's all true. It's truthful. I'm doing the same thing I've done this whole time. And it's just because of how thin-skinned they are. They want to intimidate you because they can't intimidate me. And she's like, these people need to be off the internet. They shouldn't be paid by YouTube. They shouldn't be able to go traveling around harassing family members of people that experience tragedies. It's, hey, Betty, guess what? You know why you're able to harass people's family? Because this is, you doing it to me proves all of those claims from the past. All these people out there who say you've went after them and their families, which is a lot of people. Now, they have more evidence here to be able to back up the fact that you do this. And you are admitting, and it just hit me when right after I learned about the existence of the letter and I had heard what was in it, it hit me right away. Now, the things Betty said when in this video that we're about to look at, they hit completely different. She has no defense. JLR has no defense. You know what he forgot to do? He forgot to bring up the interview in the letter. Remember how it was like the literal excuse for how it's not doxing, right? Yeah, it wasn't in there. It wasn't in there. No cease and desist. It was literally him crying about how he doesn't hate women, about how he did look for Dawn, right? He did look for
said
Dawn.
no
Right? I don't even know if you paid attention to my video,
again.
JLR.
Stop it. Why does he think playing this video is going to help him? Y'all, I don't know how much more I can listen to him. Listen, I can tell you guys, I've been sent cease and desist. It's always by mail. Always. All of mine come by mail. I don't know why Uni doesn't seem to understand that they come by mail.
Do you lack the cognitive ability to understand what I said? You're LARPing looking for these people just like Betty and just like other tragedy pimps and just like other people that clickbait and exploit these kind of situations. You want it to appear as if you're looking, when in reality, you're just driving to a location, getting out and walking around streaming. You're not looking for them. You're trying to make it appear as if you're looking. So, I mean, it really hurt this mofo's feelings that we all don't think that he was looking for Dawn, Navy. Like, no troll. No troll.
Oh, the delusion. I just can't, like, oh, man. I mean, there could be a whole branch of psychiatry and psychology that just deals with the delusional people.
In Louisiana. I'm with you, bro. Running Bear says there's something happened in Louisiana. Just
I think there was a murmur, like a young person.
See if I can find it.
You guys, I've got the cease and desist. You want to look at
always be a member,
it this for a little bit?
Will do, Spurgy. Thank you, too. And I'm always your member, too.
I think there's some people in here that haven't seen it. Hang on. I don't know why he insists people need to play that. It's, in my opinion, it doesn't help you at all. It's not helping you at all. Yeah, some of mine came certified mail, some didn't. I don't know, and I've sent out several cease and desists, and I don't know if they're sent certified mail. I didn't ask my attorney, but they're always sent in the mail. The ones I sent were mail. The ones I've received have been through mail. Now, see, I wish I could make this bigger. Let me know if you guys can see this cease and desist. Okay, let's read it real quick. The very first line says retraction, demand, and notice to cease and desist. That's the very first line. And then it gives JLR's info, 42123, defamation of character with malicious intent. JLR is a highly respected investigative journalist who operates a prominent independent media channel called JLR Investigates within YouTube True Crime Community. This letter has been sent to protect his channel's prestigious integrity, as we have been informed that you have been inaccurate, blatantly false, and or unfounded information that is damaging to the business reputation. Under the state laws of Florida, it is unlawful for an individual to make deliberate statements that intend to harm the reputation of another party without factual evidence or based on hearsay. Defamatory statements have been repeatedly published to YouTube by, and then it's redacted, Rockalot, who has made numerous videos regarding JLR and his business on his YouTube channel. He has also made false, libel, malicious, and inflammatory tweets about Mr. Riches and his business on his Twitter account at Unirock TV. And then he gives a bunch of examples. And see, one of them has Queen Bee in the title of Uni's video. That's where the whole Queen Bee thing came in. For those of you that weren't around for the whole thing. The title was Betty and JLR Full On D Queen Bee Molly Go Ban of 80 Cringe Theater Live. So it was never about Queen Bee. Falsely claiming that Mr. Richards went to the home of Summers and filled there. In fact, Mr. Richards never went to their home, and his own footage proves that all his reporting was done from the public street. I can't say it. False statements that Mr. Richards did not participate in search efforts for Sarah Dreyer. This is easily proven false by multiple videos of Mr. Richards' search efforts, including the full 5-hour video Mr. Richards live stream search for missing 38-year-old Sarah Dreyer. But I mean, it's really long. The end says, if you do not issue a complete retraction of false and malicious statements against Mr. Richards and comply with the cease and desist letter, then a lawsuit may be filed against you in the proper jurisdiction, seeking monetary damages, as well as pursuing all available legal remedies for your continued defamation. It's getting late. In addition, this shall serve as a pre-suit letter demanding that you provide us with written assurance by May 2nd, 2023, that you will cease and desist from making further factually untrue statements. Ta-da! So give me your thoughts. So it wasn't a letter to his mother. I don't know why he kept saying that in this video of his. Why? This is the complaint from the court. So just for those that aren't caught up, so JLR did file a lawsuit against Uni. Too funny. You picked the right time to come back, huh? I really didn't see Uni doing this. I didn't. I mean, I'd seen some other questionable things that he'd done that made me have a bad feeling. Like the way he would talk to his subs in his Discord, which I called him out on because I don't like it. That was when I first started having a bad feeling. I was like, I'm not liking this too much. And then seeing the way he treated these mods and treated his mother and yeah, Queen Bee does true crime, right? Now we got the whole drama about who came up with the name Krama. So stupid. She gave EKC a chance to clear up crap online tonight. What's that about? I don't know what that's about. Bossy, she did get sucked up in this mess because initially Jason said that she was in this letter and she really wasn't. It was just a letter, just a title of his own video that he didn't recognize, apparently. The problem was he didn't correct it. You did? You came up with the name. Uni says he came up with the name. They say they came up with the name. Yeah, he definitely involved her. He definitely put Queen Bee in there. And then couldn't understand why she was so upset. And see, that made me mad too. Because when he was doing one of these voice calls, he was all acting condescending towards Queen Bee. And she's an adult. She could come to me. That's not how this works. If you throw somebody into something and you tell them they're in a threatening letter, which is what he kept saying, this was a threatening letter. And if you go look at Twitter, you'll see where I said the only thing threatened in this letter is legal action. That's the only threat. Now Beast Boy says he was the first to use it. This is so funny. Everybody's going to take credit for everything. Oh, I didn't know you. Spackle, is that true? You guys were good friends with a lot of the true crime community? I didn't know that. Not that it matters. I'm just curious. Do you guys want to watch any more of Uni's video? I'm not sure we're going to get any answers from it. We could watch a little more and see if there's anything. I have the complaint, but it's so long. Let me see what's in the complaint. Oh, here's where he gave the thumbnails. See, Uni kept saying people need to play this one if they were going to comment on him. Here's the part of JLR's lawsuit where he's listing all of Uni's videos. He's got all this stuff in there. I think the amount was $25,000. That's where they're going to have a problem, though. It's really hard to show damages. I've always said that with Katie Joy's lawsuits, it's hard. This is what my attorney tells me. It's very hard to show damages. You got to prove, if you want 25,000, you got to prove you were damaged 25,000. It's pretty long. Let me see. 28 pages. Yeah, I just kind of feel like the lawsuit's not going to go all the way, but I could be wrong. I don't know JLR. So maybe he will, but we've seen a lot of these kind of flash and then burn and then disappear. Allegedly, it's intimidation. Yeah, it's really long. In the beginning, he kind of names the same stuff he named earlier in the other letter that I read. It's all along those same lines but I think this one says libel. Let me go back to the top. Count 1, libel. Count 2, slander. Count 3, torturous interference with business relationships. Wow. Oh, so he's saying Uni's trying to come in between him and YouTube. Count 4, torturous interference with contracts. As a direct and proximate result of defendant's torturous interference, plaintiff has been damaged in excess of $25,000, and defendants jointly and severally are liable for these damages. Defendant's conduct was performed with real, actual malice and reckless disregard of the plaintiff's rights, such that the plaintiff should be awarded punitive damages against the defendant in excess of $25,000, injunctive relief, and such other and further relief as the court may deem just and proper. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, Critical K lost her lawsuit. Yay! I'm so happy. Not to change the subject, but her next court date is the judge deciding what the damages are going to be, how much the damages are going to be. So I've been watching for that. I can't remember when the next court date is. Oh, I don't think it's a frivolous lawsuit, but I just wonder if people take them all the way. I can't wait to see what damages they assess for Critical K. Stop it. Oh my God. No, I am not. I keep saying I'm the good K. The funny thing with Critical K is she kept not showing up for the court dates. But, she's acting as her own attorney. So when she sent the judge answers or motions or whatever she sent them from Hawaii. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. So she was on vacation in Hawaii sending this stuff to the court and then said she couldn't afford to show up for court. So I think the judge was like, well, if you can go to vacation on Hawaii, you could show up for your court. And I think there was Zoom meetings they were doing so that she didn't have to travel that she didn't show up for either. And then every time she didn't show up to court, the woman suing her had to show up with her attorney. So it cost her money every time Critical K just didn't show up because she wouldn't tell them in advance. She would just not show up. I've been told her channel's down again. I kept wondering how she was getting around the YouTube ban, but I've heard she disappeared again. That's true, Stacy. Or in my case, people think if they see a picture on Google they can just use it on their own website. I sent a lot of cease and desist for that. Critical K is disgusting, in my opinion. Yeah, she got sued and lost, so. He was saying that I think this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. You guys tell me your thoughts. I think he's calling it torturous interference because he's hinting or that Unirock's trying to get his channel taken down, probably because of Molly Go Lightly getting taken down. That's kind of what I think. Because he lists his business with YouTube under that torturous interference. All the retainers I've had to do were 3, 5, and 10. 3 for some easy cases. Most of them are 10. She's got some nerve, but she effed around and found out this time. Now, I've heard, we don't know yet, TT, that it's got to go to court. The judge is going to decide. The funny thing, when I was reading the court papers, you can tell the judge is pissed because they were like, Karen, if you would like to, because that's her real name, if you would like to attend, we would be glad to have you. But they're going to continue without her if she doesn't show up. So that's when the judge is going to do the damages in the next court date. So we don't know yet. Yeah, there was a while that Uni was talking about suing everybody. I was like, what is up with that? I know. I know, Julie. That's why I kept saying, why is she got to use a fake name and use my name? It's ridiculous. If anybody wants to get their thoughts, here's the link. Oh, I'm sure she is, because the judge talked about how much money she cost the other person by not showing up. So I think the judge did like a default judgment. Like, if you don't show up, you lose. Yeah. Just saying, we're so like-minded. Sure way to get a default judgment. Yeah. You can't just not show up. You have to show up or you automatically lose. I know. Becky's so weird. He was like, I'm going to sue this person. I'm going to sue that person. I was like, what has gotten into him? Why is he talking about? Yeah, no, I've said from the beginning, we were talking about Katie Joy's lawsuits. Everybody's lawsuits are stressful. Nobody wants to do that. Yeah, the whole doxing thing. I think everybody's so caught up in the doxing thing, but well, because Uni's made such a big deal out of it. He really did. You know, I think it's one of those things where you become what you hate. I feel like I see so many people do that. Like the creators that are obsessed with Katie Joy and then they become just like her. And I think like Uni's starting to become like the people he goes after. It's weird to me.
Okay. I really don't know what I'm doing.
You're upside down, but that's okay.
Listen,
Mine?
hold on. I gotta mute the thing. I don't know how to mute the thing. Am I bouncing around?
What was that?
Are you getting feedback?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm getting it too. Okay, is that better?
A little better, yeah.
All right, listen, most of these folks in the chat know I can't see crap. I'm legally blind. And so if I'm upside down, that's probably the best place for me. I just wanted to get on here and explain a little bit that Uni had a lot of opportunities to just say, hey, I was looking for attention. I was trying to make things up. I'm sorry if I kind of freaked everybody out. But I think what ended up hurting him so bad was sending like a note on his, I don't know if it's community post or in his Discord or what, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So like Queen Bee's, she, her chats generally bring in like 500, 800 people. That making sense?
Yeah.
And so she's like in there going, I just got a message that said, handwritten with my name mentioned, and it was brought to my mother. I think that's really kind of what made everything so dramatic.
Oh, for sure.
I just don't. I very much had trouble with Uni. Like listening to him makes my head spin a little bit. I don't necessarily think he's bad per se, but it's confusing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just feel like what ended up turning everything is 2 days before he put that out. All these people have been supporting him, like saying that guy, I don't know if you know about the Marvan and his mother.
Yeah.
Aside,
Yeah.
that mother was like, she was so hounded that, and her address was given out. She had to move. She lost her job. And all these people online for days and days calling her a scammer and all this stuff. I don't care about the Molly part, but this lady went through hell. And everybody supported Uni doing that, right?
Yeah.
2 days before that, down the rabbit hole and nonsense, both said, oh, no, it's all Uni's fault. And probably if Letitia, that was the month, if she wanted to sue Uni for whatever, she'd probably be justified in doing it. And so
Yeah.
like threw him under the bus.
Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of that. I kind of just watched from the sidelines because I was working so much. I was shocked that Uni got involved in that story.
Well, if you remember at the beginning, and I hate to bring him up like this, Molly invited, or somebody invited Katie Joy into the situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when Katie was pulling back from it, she said, somebody's got to lie, that all her, like she gave Uni the information, he can handle it or whatever. She had other things to do. She's taking down cults and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you mean you know it's me? You can recognize my voice.
I think this is just my honest opinion. I got to tell it like it is. He was following the money. He was following anything that made a lot of money, that got a lot of people. This is how I feel. Everybody was buddying up to Molly to get her subs. And then Uni took the opposite way to get people that were against Molly. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, if you think about it for a minute, I went back and checked. I'm not like, I don't take screenshots and garbage, but I went back, and if you look at the amount of people that were coming into a chat, sometimes he had less than 100, and he would be on there, whatever, talking about whatever, right?
Yeah.
But once this started going, and then whatever information Katie gave, I mean, whatever, that's not the thing. But then all these people came over from Facebook and started this like they're whipping up into a frenzy, and he was pulling numbers, sometimes 1,500, 3,000 like views.
Yeah.
He had all of this. I mean, what bothers me is there was a trauma community long before all this happened. There were people chasing Molly from way back when she was, going after the woman who accused Nick Carter of rape. You remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they were already established, but here comes all these Facebook people whipping up all this garbage again. And literally, let me back up. I supported Molly only because of Katie, the way she behaved. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. I've never been a fan of Molly Golightly, but that's just me.
I wasn't either, but the sheer audacity of what was happening all of a sudden, like she was all behind it until it was a scam,
Yeah.
And honestly, when Molly was like doing those late night phone calls, they were completely inappropriate. Like hearing her talk to people going, "Say my name, Katie Joy," and it was kind of funny.
Listen, I still remember when Molly was being a life coach for Aaron Carter. She was, in my opinion, like just literally taking him for a ride. That's how I felt.
Molly is like the center of her own universe, and I think she peaked during her what's that TV show she was in?
Oh, that reality show?
Yeah. Like Wife Swap. I mean,
yeah.
I think she's lonely. I think these people make her feel good about herself. And
I'm sure. And she's making big money. Let's not forget the money. She's making a lot of money.
Well, she also has a very successful Patreon group. I don't know what goes on in there, but people pay her $50 a month, and she life coaches them.
That's Grace was like, Molly was a life coach. She allegedly still is a life coach. You could pay her $50 a month, and she will tell you how to live your life better.
Oh, are you ready? She started Life Coach for Children.
Oh my gosh! No.
I don't think it went anywhere, but
no. When I saw her doing that with Aaron Carter, when he was obviously, even back then, he was in bad shape, and I couldn't. I was like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Well, I was really on the fringe of that, but seeing what happened at the Summer Wells and the Cash Gurman and the Gabby Petito, that stuff was too much for me. And I'm a very progressive liberal person, and her politics, we got into a very small discussion about how Trump was better, and the worst thing that could ever happen to Molly is she'd find out one of her friends was a Democrat. That kind of was done.
Yeah, I could say a lot about her, but she's gone now. So. I just never. I get a gut feeling for people. I do, and I can't override it.
Well, I want to know where to see what this kick was about, because I'm just nosy like that. And I saw a few people in there I recognized maybe, but there was maybe 100, 150. And I said, hey, because all this Summer Wells stuff was coming up. And I asked just a question, and then I got shut down by Justin real quick. He says, we're not talking about true crime over here. Okay. And I exited. I'm sorry, I'm not being as exciting as everybody else. And if you don't like me, I'm real sorry. But I'm not going to be scared of being on different people's panel just because. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, you shouldn't have to be. That's what I said. Everybody should watch who they want to watch, And that's the thing, too. Like I keep saying, a lot of these subs overlap. Everybody's subs go everywhere.
Some do, but I literally got hammered for being on certain places. And
see, that's silly. I don't think, like I said, I don't care for Aaron, but a lot of my subs still go watch her. That's, everybody should watch who they want to watch.
And I'm pretty good friends with Erin, but I don't endorse everything she does. I don't endorse everything Veda does. And honestly, I think the most important thing is we all need to sort of not make this like a gotcha, you're out to get me kind of situation, because it just makes everybody uncomfortable, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm more for everybody being able to talk like adults. And that's why I tried to get Uni to go live with me, but he wouldn't. So
Yeah, I think he just needs some time to sit back. I'm gonna get down through here, but I sort of wanted to throw this out. I don't know how many of you guys know that I'm blind, and I use software to make this possible. But if I'm upside down, I'm sorry. I had 800 people blocked, and I don't even know how or what. So I hope that folks give me a chance. And
you are welcome here anytime. We don't care if you're upside down or not. You're fine.
am I upside down? I am sorry. I don't know how to work
It
any
doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
But I'm sure I'm going to get something for showing up here. So,
Well, I hope not. You shouldn't. But I appreciate you coming and giving us your views.
If anybody is friends with Dom, just Dom, I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but he's really going through it. And I'm sort of, his mom just died and his Mother's Day tomorrow. Just give him hugs or just pray, because some people are really having, and as much as Molly bugs me, this is her first Mother's Day with her mom dead too. And I think people need to just like chill out tomorrow. Okay, I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm going to get a step down. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. It was good talking with you.
Well, I don't know. Okay, I have no idea how to get out of here. Can you just kick me out? Because
okay, I'll take you out. Upside down does suit the situation, doesn't it? It sure does. See, that's what's so weird about all this stuff crossing into all these other stories. That's why it's like impossible to keep all this stuff straight. It's crazy. Like the Letitia story and the Aaron Carter stuff and Molly and all this stuff comes in and it's just crazy. Yep, you're down there now. You're fine. You're back in chat. Yeah, imagine that. Are you seeing some streams going up? I really didn't think it was going to trigger people the way it did. It's crazy to me. Yeah, I enjoyed her input too. I thought she has some good points to make. Like I said, we're all adults. Everybody should be able to talk without screaming and yelling. And like I said, I'd be happy to talk to Uni. And I think he knows I'm always fair when I talk to people. It's not like I'm going to bash him or something. My biggest shock was the way he treated his mother and his mods. I'm like, if you're close to me, I am like the most loyal person you will ever know. I would never treat anybody like that. It's just shocking to me that Uni just treated him the way he did. I can't get over that part of it. Steve has read rhetoric on panel going over his unfiled lawsuit. See, these people are living in 2019. I don't get it. I just don't. When are they? It's 2023. The obsession with Katie just astounds me. It's crazy. No, not Uni's mom, Bossy. She was talking about Dom, right? Can somebody in the chat verify that? I think she was said Dom's. Why would he go over a lawsuit that he never filed? Who cares? I just don't. Yeah, everybody's trying to rewrite history now. There's some new subs to be had. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said Dom's mom. See, I don't know that person, so. All right, you guys, I guess we're going to wrap it up, but thank you all so much for coming. It was so good to see everybody again. We haven't got together in so long. I appreciate you all coming and giving your thoughts and your time. I just couldn't see doing the rest of Uni's video because it's just if he could ever keep a thought, and sometimes I think that's an act. I really do. Sorry, Uni. Sometimes I think you use that to not answer hard questions. So that's my feeling. That's why I wanted to just go live with him and just ask specific questions so he can't be going down all these other rabbit holes. But thanks, KCG. Hey, all you moms, have a great Mother's Day tomorrow. Let everybody pamper you. Have a good time. I will see you guys next time. Thanks, Becky.